Hey guys, Jaws the Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Bulkhead. So, here he is in his armored truck mode thing. I don't know what this is, but yeah, so as you can tell, this is the first Legacy video on my channel, not that April Fool's video they did a few days ago on April Fool's, of course. Now, this is a legit Legacy review. Stores finally have the figures, well, some of them in stock. Well, this guy and RC, and then repack of that Kingdom Blaster, but I didn't get because, I already got Kingdom Blaster, but yeah, but anyways, so I saw him like, oh, cool, finally a Bulkhead, and then, like, the day after I saw they had RC, I'm like, alright. They unfortunately have the other deluxes, they're probably already sold out, but yeah. Oh well. I just got two of the figures so far. That's pretty good. So, anyways, the Legacy reviews will begin on my channel now. Yeah. So, anyways, so let's begin with Bulkhead. And of course, take a look at the details. As you can see, this is based on the Transformers Prime Bulkhead. Now, they're dubbing as Prime Universe Bulkhead, because, he's from the Transformers Prime Universe. Same thing for RC. So when they do Unicron Trilogy characters, are they going to say Unicron Trilogy Universe? I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, here's the side. Here's the back. You can see it's all hollow in there. And yeah. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, this is based on Transformers Prime Bulkhead, but if you're wondering, wait a minute, he didn't look anything like this, and the answer is correct. Yes, this is not how this is not the truck mode he had in the Transformers Prime cartoon, but it's like a slightly more G1 kind of styled alt mode, and the robot mode does look obviously more more like Bulkhead from Transformers Prime, but he's still got that kind of G1 sort of aesthetic. Yeah, I don't know, kind of. Not really. Oh, maybe. But still, and my thoughts on it, that, like, I'm perfectly fine with it if the designs themselves look good. Like, Hasbro's, gonna have that sort of theme with these Prime characters, like, continuing on past Bulkhead and RC, then they at least gotta make sure the figures are good themselves, so, and again, Bulkhead looks pretty good. RC is okay, but we'll get into that when we get into her review. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for the all the details for this guy in the alt mode. I do quite like it. I'm pretty sure this is based on like a real life vehicle, but yeah, nonetheless, do quite like it. And yeah, give something new to Bulkhead. So, yeah, but anyways, before we continue on with the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. This is probably the one time I'll look at it, maybe, I don't know, because this is, first Legacy figure on the channel here, so just get a nice look at the new packaging. So, as you can see, similar to Kingdom, they do have the alt mode in the center here. They have like half of like the figure exposed, similar to Kingdom, but this time you can stick your finger right through here. It's like, wait a minute, how come? Did you just cut out the plastic bubble or plastic window? And my response is, response to that, I should say, is no. Unfortunately, Hasbro decided around late 2019 that by, I think this year, they'd stop using, plastic on their packaging and stuff. So around late last year, they began phasing that out. Or around like Kingdom, you could kind of tell with, the half window thing. And then, I think beginning around when the Origin Bumblebee figure came out, they like started cutting out the windows, but not greatly yet. But then now it's starting to affect both Studio Series and Legacy. So yeah, my thoughts on that. Well, I do appreciate that Hasbro's trying to make the figures still more secure, but unfortunately stuff like the heads could get popped off. It's like what everyone saw with their LeBron James figures when Space Jam 2 came out. It was so bad that I forgot who made the toys. Was it Moose? They had to put like a plastic bubble over LeBron's face, and unfortunately, well, I mean, for the most part, it's done a good job, but I think I once saw at a Target that the head for LeBron was still removed, despite, you know, the plastic in front of it. So, but anyways, we're not talking about LeBron's, or the headless LeBron. Let's talk about the Transformers stuff here. So here's on top, you got Legacy. They also, what I do like about the new packaging, however, is like they got this kind of cool slant thing going on, like with, you know, the War for Cybertron, it was just normal packaging, but then they had like a slant. But with Legacy, they go all crazy here. It's like all banged up, and I do quite like that. And yeah, you got nice artwork of Bulkhead here on the side. And then you got the brand new Legacy artwork that we saw back at PulseCon last year. And it's just, you know, more slimmed down version of that artwork, but you quite like it. You got Prime just looking at Earth. He's like, man, we should live here someday. And then, of course, in 1984, that's exactly what they did. They got Hot Rod, based on his core class, upcoming core, or I think it's out now, yeah. Of course, got RC, Blaster, and Bulkhead. And then, I think that's Cybertron, yeah. And then on the back, you know, you got the obligatory product shot right there. And then, you also got the alt mode, and then 30 steps. And yeah, here's what I was talking about, Prime Universe Bulkhead, just so you know. And then right down here, as you can see, that is a QR code with like a little tech spec like thing. Now, I think I covered this on my latest news video or something, that they were like, Hasbro wasn't going to introduce like these brand new QR code things. So it's like where you could see the tech specs and bios and stuff like that for, you know, the character you're going to buy. And then I think you go to like the website or app or something, and then you scan, you know, the QR code, and then, you know, you can see the results for, you know, the tech specs. So, you know, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I think what I mentioned in the latest news video was like that, you know, it works now, functions, and yeah, so you can always scan this if you want. But yeah, that's what that is. If you're wondering, you know, it's like if you're buying, it's like, wait, what's the QR code for? It's like, what? Oh, there you go. And the bottom, just that, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. And why not just take a look at the instructions? Well, just for a little bit, so you can see what they look like. And I do quite like them. You know, it gives. I mean, is it kind of specific? I guess it is. I don't know. I do quite like, you know, that purplish, bluish kind of color scheme they're going on for this Legacy line. You know, it's pretty nice, but and the Cybertronian theme as well. So I do quite like, you know, the little kind of theme they're going on with the, you know, art styles and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say with the instructions. It's kind of pulled off for no reason, but yeah. But anyways, let's get right back into good old Bulkhead right here. And yeah, again, pretty nice. I don't think he has clip-on tires this time, so that's nice. You don't have to see those clips. And yeah. And then as you can see here, there's like a lot of storage ports. So you can put like a lot of accessories on there, and then, yeah. And speaking of which, let's get right down to the accessories to start off. He comes with like this is like another theme in Legacy. They have like these Energon weapons that come with the character. So for Bulkhead's case, he's got like this kind of blue Energon Gatling gun thing. I don't know. You can store that like right up here or something. So you can, you know, pew pew pew, or you can store it on the side right here, and anywhere else. I don't think so. So yeah, and this is popping off. That is technically another accessory, but we'll get into that later. And then his other accessory is his little wrecking ball kind of hand thing. I don't know. It's not really hand now, but it will be in the robot mode. Even that's not really a hand, but yeah. And this is actually an accessory from the Transformers Prime show, because he did use that as his like primary weapon. So that's pretty nice. And you can use that little port there for, you know, storing that. That's pretty nice. I think the port's on the other side, yeah. So that's pretty much it for the accessories. So yeah, so final thoughts so far on the alt mode. Pretty nice. Not too shabby, so yeah, but anyways, now for comparison, here he is with the Kingdom or Legacy Blaster. And yeah, now obviously, it kind of really doesn't work here because as you can see, this is a giant boombox, and then you got Bulkhead here, who's a truck. So yeah, scale, if Blaster were in Transformers Prime, and this particular version would probably be roughly that big. I don't know how small he gets when he transforms, because like Soundwave, Blaster does mass shift. So yeah. But hey, it's his wave mate in Legacy. Of course, again, this is the Kingdom one, but it's I don't know what's different, because I know with the Legacy repack of Galvatron, I'm aware that they did remove like the bow scratches, and then that was it, or I think they did something else. I don't know. But yeah, that like for the most part, it's pretty much the same as the Kingdom ones, without the bow scratches, and but for Blaster, I don't know. He didn't have any bow scratches, as you can see here, so I assume they didn't change anything, but yeah. So, and there you can see he's even a bit longer too. So, Blasters, yeah, definitely not an accurate scale. If you had a boombox right next to a giant truck. So, yeah. But hey, that's pretty much it. And by the way, this is like my first Bulkhead figure. Yeah, because I don't think I got any of the Bulkhead figures in Transformers Prime, so I apologize if I don't have any previously released Prime Bulkheads to show off here, but yeah. I don't even have an animated Bulkhead. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the alt mode. So, anyways, let's get right down to the transformations. So, starting off, boo, parts forming, yep. Yeah, this comes off, and we'll set that off to the side for now. So anyways, let's focus right on the transformation right here. So when you start off, what you want to do here is just want to untab the side panel piece. Or wait, no, why isn't it? Oh, wait, no, right here. Just want to tap it right there. And you want to do the same right here. So what happens is this tab, as you can see right here, just goes into that slot in there. And then there was a tab in here that goes into the slot. You see right there on the thigh. So, yeah. And then anyways, then next, you just want to lower down this black piece here. And then while you're doing that, you just want this section right here to just collapse in, click into place. And then the start piece, let's go right down there. And then next, what you want to do is you want to, first, just want to make sure the heel stays tabbed in so you can get the foot out. And then, boom, there we go. And you can do the same right here. So that way you don't have to try to pry out the heels, which, guess what? I tried like a billion times and I was like, oh, wait a minute. You just have to keep that tabbed in and then flip out the feet. But, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for that. Let me fix the lighting a bit. Okay, so next you just want to untab the legs right here. See, this tabs that go in those slots, or tab here and then slot there, and then yeah, kind of vice versa thing going on. But yeah, then next is straighten out the legs by the knees, and then lower down legs, this right here. And then next, just kind of straighten this out a bit. What then we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up that panel right here, and then just rotate around this panel like so. And then I'll just collapse right in, and then you can close that up. And then we're going to do the same right here, and boom, there you go. So there we have the legs so far. And yeah, we're getting along pretty far right here. Okay, so after all that, then you just want to lift up this front of the cab right here. And then just, nope, you can see his head already. And then just want to lower down the arms, and then straighten out the forearm sections. Almost said forearm sections or something. I don't know. Then just want to untap those black pieces right here, and then next, just want to come right in here, and then I think what you do is, wait a minute. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Do you have to Then around, I forgot. Wait. Hold on a second. I don't want to stand here for hours or sit here. Silly me. I just totally forgot to. All I had to do is just move that black panel right there. There we go. So before you move out the arms, you just want to raise up these tire sections, and when they're on the alt mode, you're supposed to have it out like this, but then they collapse right back in like that. And then you just move it all the way back up, like so, and then move that black panel right down. And then you can spread up the arms, like so. And then these, like, the arm sections kind of, like, fold out from right here, and then they kind of go up and in. And next there's a black panel on the top right here, and then just want to fold that in there. And then next, the head will just flip out about that far. And I think that's as far as it goes, yeah. Next, just want to tab in the arms. There's those tabs in there, and then there's the slots right here. And then, so yeah, I just want to tab those all in. And next after that, as you can see, there's those two little notches right here, and then they go into that little clear plastic hole thing or whatever, and then it stays in nice and tightly. And we got that all done. There we have Bulkhead in his robot mode, and yeah, I gotta say, pretty cool design that they came up with Hasbro came up with for Bulkhead right here. So yeah, because you know it's not that bad. Pretty nice looking, and yeah, it's still somewhat resembles Bulkhead. Like if they just gave him like a purple like kind of color scheme, it's like okay, why? But you know, they still kept his signature green and silver. So yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at the details. Starting off with the head sculpt, as you can see. That's like one of the few things that they've kept from the original Transformers Prime design for Bulkhead is obviously his head sculpt, which I'm glad they did, because it does look really nice. And yeah. And of course, you got more blocky chest here. Yeah, it's more G1-like proportions. And yeah. And the back, unfortunately, is pretty hollow in there, but yeah, well, what you gotta do. And yeah, I do like the silver they used for the thighs. A pretty nice finish on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the details. Now for articulation, the head looks up, not that far. It looks down, not that far either, but it can look side to side. And then the arms can go out that far, and then they can swivel a full 180, and then the biceps do swivel. The elbows do bend very far, actually, because, you know, transformation. But either way, so pretty nice. And then the wrists do swivel. It does have a waist swivel right here, and then the legs can kick up about this far. And then back that far, and then move outward. It's kind of got like a little ratchet thing going on. It's not like loud or clackety or anything. It's just kind of boom, 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 boom like that. Let's see what else. Oh, there's also sort of thigh rotation in there as well. Then the knees do bend pretty nice and far. Also probably because for transformation. And then he does have ankle tilts as well, so quite like that. And then the feet or the toes can lower. Same with the heels. And you can also get some nice back and forth movement with the feet. So yeah, pretty nice range of articulation for good old Bulkhead right here. So he may look like a blocky mess, but he ain't a blocky mess in terms of articulation. So I do quite dig that. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, for accessories, those obviously come with his wrecking ball thing right here. There's no chain or anything, it's just this. Yeah, which is how he has it in Transformers Prime. And for running, wait a minute, how is this attached? Well, wow. But wait, it's not that simple. It's like, how can you do that? Well, what you gotta do is you gotta open this up. And I'm pretty sure you put the thing in this way. And then you just close that in and right in there. Just plug that in and then close that up, and boom, there you go. There's the wrecking ball hand for Bulkhead. Alright, let me get out the ridiculous voice. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do that. It's, just kind of splits open, he holds it, and then, closes it up, and boom, there you go. Pretty nice and simple. And for his next accessory, of course, we've already seen this before, forgot to focus. It's, his Energon Gatling Gun thing. So, obviously, of course, he can hold it in his hand, right here. And you can also, if you see these, holes on either side right here on the back, and you can see there's, these little clear plastic little tabs on either side. That does confirm that this can tab in right on either side. It's supposed to be like this way though, and that can give him his nice little shoulder gun. So, and actually, to be honest, that actually makes the design even better, because it kind of, makes him feel more like something in war or something. I don't know. It feels kind of like some sort of, I don't know, World War II era Bulkhead thing going on. I don't know. It kind of gives that impression, especially with the alt mode. Even though I'm not sure if it was from the 1940s. So, And finally, for accessories, this we didn't take a look at. I mean, technically we did. This is, if this doesn't look familiar enough to you, this is that little back area thing that was on, covering the lower half of the alt mode for Bulkhead. And yeah, so. Wait a minute, what does this do? Well, this folds out, and then this little tab comes out right back here. If I can get that out. Yeah, there we go. And this becomes some weird panel-y shield thing. I don't know. There's 2 holes on either side here. So you can still get shot in the arm a little bit, but yeah, it's probably the most ridiculous weapon. And hey, it is what it is. So yeah, once you got that, there you got Bulkhead all armored up and ready to go. So yeah, pretty nice. Not disappointed a bit with that. So yeah, but anyways, now for comparison, here he is with Blaster right here. As you can see, yeah, Blaster is still kind of tall, because you saw his size with the Netflix Soundwave. Yeah. Kind of a little too tall for that, but I guess it's somewhat homages the G1 toy for Blaster, but yeah. So you can see the weight mitts together right here, and yeah, obviously picked this up when it was in the Kingdom line, but either way, these guys are weight mates. So yeah, there you have those two together there, and that's pretty much it for comparisons, because don't have any other Bulkhead figures. I don't know if I do, but yeah. Either way, this is definitely my first main Bulkhead figure. So yeah. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Bulkhead. And yeah, I gotta say, this is a pretty nice kickoff to the Legacy line. Now, obviously, other people didn't get this guy first. Some probably got Laser Prime, watch them. Or maybe one of the deluxes, or yeah, maybe this guy or Blaster, who knows. But either way, if you get this guy as your first Legacy figure like I did, pretty good to start off. And this figure is, I will say, this figure did quite exceed my expectations, because originally I thought, alright, well, it'd be somewhat of a, decent figure, you have a different design and have okay. No, he actually has a lot of nice articulation and accessories. Well, this one is, I don't know. It's just some panel-y thing, yeah, for a shield. But either way, nice figure overall. Again, I if this is how Hasbro does their kind of more G1ified Prime figures, then hey, I'd be more than happy to pick them up, because again, they actually have good-looking designs right here. But as long as they kind of keep signature parts the wrecking ball hand, obviously his head sculpt. I'm perfectly fine. He's still kind of beefy, so yeah. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.